everyone, Angela here. Just gonna kind of do not so much a technique as a project share and idea share video here for you guys today. I'm sure a lot of you have seen these altered paper clips floating around on various junk journals and YouTube videos and such. And it was, I believe, CraftyIrina who kind of came up with the idea for it and inspired us all to start making them for our journals. So thank you, CraftyIrina. You should go check out her YouTube video if you videos if you haven't already. Her channel is great. So anyways, the other day I was playing around making these and I kind of came up with an idea. So a lot of us have these baby wipes and paper towels left over after we're doing sprays and painting and glazing, and they're all, you know, covered in paint and pretty colors, and they're actually quite gorgeous. And so, of course, we don't want to throw them out and we save them. And I've got a whole kind of shoebox full of them that I've been trying to figure out what I can use them for. And I had the idea of using them for these altered paper clips as a base. And so all I do is I Mod Podge them down to some cardstock or index cards or something a little heavier than, you know, copy paper. And then dry them with my heat tool. And so this is kind of the next step. And once it's dry, it's quite thick and pliable, but really very sturdy. And so I then, you know, trim them down and then cut them into strips. And this one was backed with a coffee stained index card. And turn them into banners. And once you fold them in half and glue them, I mean, they are quite, these things are going to be around for a while. They're quite sturdy. And so they're a great base for altering and layering for your altered paper clips, like I've done with this one here. So I just kind of thought I would show you my process of going through that a little bit today. Hopefully give you guys maybe some ideas, inspire you for your own projects. So this is just standard white cardstock. I think it was 60 pound or whatnot. So I just I use the Mod Podge mat. And get a good layer, thick layer on there. Then I take my baby wiper, my paper towel, which it's really funny with the baby wipes. So I don't know if it'll show up on camera with the light, but you can kind of see the indents from the designs that they have in the baby wipes. Like there's little balls and there's a teddy bear. I noticed that the other day and kind of made me laugh a little bit. But once it's on the paper clip and you have all of your embellishments on top, you don't see that. So I just kind of decide which side of the paper towel I want facing up. And then just kind of pull it and manipulate it. I don't mind if there's wrinkles because I like texture, so that doesn't bother me. And get it on there nice and good. I'm just going to wipe up the extra glue here real quick. And then I take my brayer, which this is one of the, I think it was the Mod Podge brand brayers. It's a really hard, I wouldn't say rubber, but plastic brayer. And just start brayering it on there, making sure it's nice and adhered. Kind of flattens it out. And you do want the Mod Podge to kind of permeate through the baby wipe or paper towel, because that's what's going to give it its strength and kind of texture. I also use this hard edge here to help, this hard edge here to help adhere and smooth out too. Use a little elbow grease. so always have to go back in and do the edges and the corners. Make sure those are on there nice and good. Oops. So I've actually been doing these a couple of days, and I'll do a couple at a time. Dry them with my heat gun, and then cut them up and turn them into the paper clips. You could let it sit overnight. I am not that patient kind of person. I'll be honest. Alright. Add a little more glue to this corner. And looks like this corner as well. Corners are always a little stubborn, you know. Alright, so once I'm pretty sure it's adhered down there pretty good, I'm going to just put another layer of Mod Podge on top. It seals it in and gives it extra strength and part of that almost leather-like pliability. I mean, it almost has a leathery feel to it once it's dried. It's actually really kind of cool. I'm kind of obsessed with it right now. Hence why I thought I would share it with all of you. I thought of backing them on cards, like postcards that I make with the embossing folders and postcard stamps and stuff. For kind of journaling cards for inside the junk journals, but with these little designs in them, I'm not so keen on that. I don't mind them being on the paper clips because, like I said, they get covered with the embellishments. So I gotta look through my stash and see if I have any just paper towel that don't have those designs to turn into the postcard journaling cards, because that I think would be really cute. So once you got that all layered on there, you can either let it set to dry or heat it with a heat gun. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to set this off to the side. Because like I said, showed you guys I already have this one done. So all I would do with this at this point is trim everything down and cut it into strips like I've done with this one here. And then, depending on your paper clip, let me grab another one over here if I can reach without spilling everything off of my desk, because let's be honest, it's messy. Okay, so I like to do, like, obviously my cutter does not cut things straight. Nope, it does not. Let's see if this one's any better. Nope, I have troubles with that. I don't know. Anyhow, so I try and do mine facing different ways, because depending on how you put your embellishments on, it's only going to go on paper one way. So I like to make sure that I have ones that go on either side, if that makes any sense. I made a bunch going the other way that other day, so we're going to make these going this way. So you just slide it on your paper clip like so, and what I do is I use the Aliens Tacky Glue, one of my favorite glues ever, and just glue it together. I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom because I know I'm going to be cutting part of that off for the banner. So I'm definitely going to line one side up. I'll have to trim the other side because it's not even. Because my paper trimmer, I swear, does not like to to line anything up the way I think it is. Anyhow. So yeah, just glue those together. And then I'm not going to worry about trimming the bottom because that is going to be snipped off. Use my scissors and trim that up a bit. And we're going to call that good because you're not going to see it. It gets covered with embellishments. And so then I take this punch that I have. It's a little B diamond square punch. And I think I got this idea from Rachel at Jazzy Creations. I think she uses a similar punch to make her banners. I mean, obviously you can use your scissors and just cut out. But this is a little faster and it's a little easier to get an even cut and banner cut on there. So you just slide it in, line it up, make sure this is in the center of your page there, or whatever it is that you're cutting out. And since this is so thick, you have to use a little more pressure to get it cut out. All right, so you have your banner here, and I like to ink mine. And so let me find where I put my ink. I moved everything around on my desk so that this would be a clear space to do this video, and now I can't find anything. Yeah, so then this is the Distress ink in the vintage photo. You can see how worn my my foam is. I need to get a new foam pad, but I just haven't grabbed one yet. So I just ink up the edges, and then it's good to add embellishments to your liking, whatever you want to add. The journals that I've been working on right now are all kind of florally and gardeny, so I've been doing lots of colors, lots of flowers. I'm obsessed with feathers right now, which is why you'll see the feather on this. And then these are those little, I guess, floral pearl sprigs. I don't even know what they're called. I just happen to have some from when I was making bouquets for my wedding years ago in my stash. And so I want to say it was CraftyIrina as well that had kind of given me the idea for that. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of videos lately and getting inspiration from a lot of these great ladies out there. So if I don't give you the credit, I apologize. They're all kind of getting jumbled in my head, who is who right now. But I want to say that CraftyIrina, Rachel, Jazzy Creations, Practice Makes Pretty, Yvonne White, and Cheryl, who is Deli Girl 1961, I believe, are all of the videos I've been watching lately, all of their channels. They are some great ladies. They're all a part of the Facebook group, Journal Junkies. It's a great group. You guys should check it out if you are not a member. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope I gave you guys some ideas today. Have a great day. Bye.